Curtis Ferguson.
Very interested to see this fight. Curtis the Hammer Ferguson, 1-0, making his first appearance in over a year. I'm going to be brutally honest here. Curtis Ferguson has not trained for this fight. He's had trouble making weight. He did not make weight for this fight. He tried to cut 17 pounds in 2 days. Came in at 158. Caleb McKnight took the fight. I hope Curtis has the wherewithal to stay on his bike and keep fighting. He's got a lot of motivation. The passing of his mother, his opponent no showing on the last card. It's going to be interesting to see what Curtis Ferguson shows up. How exhausted from the weight cut is he?
Absolutely. I spoke to him in the back and we talked about the weight cut. He hasn't been all the way focused on the fight, but he's here, he showed up, and that's a lot more than you can say for some of these guys that didn't show up. Now, notably, he's had a year off, so does that present ring rust? Is that a factor? How do you feel about that, Cody?
I don't feel like he's going to have any ring rust about it. I mean, if his mother just passed away, once you get in there, I think it helps. I think he'll put that into the fight. I think that's extra drive for him to do something for his mother.
As you hear him coming out to Dear Mama by Tupac, dedicating this fight to his mother, dedicated his last appearance to his mother. Unfortunately, his opponent did not show up, but this is his time to prove, that he's here. Like you said, Zeke, he wasn't happy about not being in the gym.
Yes.
Is it the same Curtis Ferguson that we saw knock out Phil Wagner?
Yes.
There's one way to find out.
Any fighters need help with your weight cut, get at me.
Here now, making his way to the blue corner, Caleb McKnight.
Terre Haute local Caleb McKnight representing Jason Gonzalez, BJJ. Guys, we saw him on the last kickboxing card. Caleb McKnight has power.
He does.
He has a body like Mike Tyson, a shorter version. He's got power in both hands and both feet. His only issue is he throws 100% in every shot.
Absolutely, and that poses a cardio issue in a 3-round fight. As you can attest, the last fight we saw him searching for one shot to finish the fight. I want to see him come out early, measured, balance the cardio, and push the pace, but be mindful.
Do we see a first-rounder bust out of him?
I think we have to, either from both fighters. Does the weight cut hurt Curtis enough that he doesn't have the tank to go to round 2? Does Caleb have the wherewithal to take Curtis into the deep waters, knowing that his weight cut was back? Now, talking to Caleb at weigh-ins yesterday, he's got a good wherewithal in his background. Not only does he have boxing and kickboxing, he's trained some judo, he's trained in jiu-jitsu with Jason Gonzalez. I think 2 guys with 2 knockout power punches. The kickboxing gloves are off and the 4-ounce gloves are on. Someone's not going to get out of here.
Hey, I'm here for it, and so are the fans.
Crowd getting involved.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds with your referee, Scott Huff. Fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 158 pounds even from Chicago, Illinois, Curtis Ferguson. And fighting out of the blue corner, representing Jason Gonzalez Jiu-Jitsu, weighing in at 152 pounds even from Terre Haute, Indiana, Caleb Chaos McKnight.
The Hammer versus Chaos. Does Curtis wrestle? Curtis has a wrestling background. Does Caleb want to sit there and trade hands? We're going to find out here in a second.
Both these guys had high energy in the face-offs.
Big head kick.
Opens with a head
Barely
kick.
misses.
Caleb shakes it off. Big spinning wheel kick. Curtis changing levels, goes to the double. Big slam.
He goes.
Big slam. Ladies and gentlemen, it may not look like it hurt, but it does.
Curtis going
Switch to
for an
armbar.
armbar.
He is not in position for that armbar.
He can still throw in an inverted triangle, but his jiu-jitsu not there, looking to strike. Caleb needs to get back up onto his feet.
If you're Caleb, you cannot stay in this position.
No. Curtis is calling him up. Scott Huff allowing the fight to come up standing.
Great ref. Great ref. That's a heavy left.
Oh, big overhand right to the back of the head. That stunned Curtis, but he's going to go wrestling
Another
again.
takedown. Another takedown. What a way to score from Caleb.
But
These matter. These add up.
Here's the thing. Unless if he finishes.
Mean ground and pound hammer fist.
Caleb's got to advance his position. He can't sit there and cover. He can throw back. He needs to get Curtis away. Curtis is going to look to probably stand him up again.
With trouble with the weight cuts, Curtis should not be throwing strikes like this.
I don't think so. If this goes to round 2, I don't know how much Curtis has left. Caleb's not moving. That's his problem. He's stuck himself against the fence.
They're expending.
I think Caleb is rope-a-doping.
Yes. It would appear to be
Oh,
that way.
good.
Oh,
Illegal
Good kick.
knee.
Did it land with the knee?
Yes, on the face.
Caleb's expending. I'm sorry, Curtis is expending a lot of energy.
Here we go.
Like you guys said, that weight cut mattered.
He's sitting into the fence.
But he can't do that for long. Look at Scott Huff. Big overhand right, or overhand left, excuse me. Caleb out of the southpaw position. Curtis slowing down a little bit.
Curtis looking for that finish could be
Good
the
movement.
end of him.
42 seconds left in this first round. Both fighters staring at each other. If I'm Caleb, maybe get to the leg kicks.
Yes. We've seen him.
Trading kick to punch.
We've seen Caleb in kickboxing matches. We've seen him throw that low leg kick, so let's get to it.
Here comes the takedown again.
If I am Curtis, I am laying here and trying to get back some of my energy to go for the next round.
Yes.
15 seconds left in the round.
Manage the position.
Chris Ariola and Kyle Powell in the corner of Curtis Ferguson. Coach Jason Gonzalez in Caleb McKnight's corner. That's the end of round number 1. Now, here's going to be the thing is who's going to have the better cardio to come out.
Well, like Cody said, I believe he's playing possum. I believe Caleb is playing possum on that fence to lull him out because he knew he had a bad weight cut.
I mean, look at Caleb over there. He's not.
I think that's a good idea to lull Curtis. Like, look at the deep breaths that Curtis is taking. He was cutting weight this morning.
Yes, labor breathing.
One more dance for your round card girl, Anna.
Well, so also to play along with that, though, for Caleb, you cannot put yourself in a fight-ending sequence and just sit there.
Agreed. He's got to throw back. He can't just sit on the cage and rope-a-dope. We need to see kind of what he did in kickboxing.
Yes.
Got to start working those leg kicks that we know he has. Doesn't have to throw head kicks.
Yeah, and they're heavy. They are heavy. Utilize that. Take advantage of Curtis's gas tank because it's emptying and win this fight.
Yeah. Go round 2. Let's see who's got the better gas tank here. Both fighters taking deep breaths. Caleb a little bit more composed than Curtis.
To me, Caleb looks like he's almost been here.
Round 2.
Very cool, calm, and collective. Curtis looking for that giant right hand.
Oh, my God, those
Those
uppercuts.
uppercuts are vicious.
He just ate a clean right, though.
But they expend a lot of energy. So do these takedowns.
Curtis gets the takedown.
See, this is another spot where Caleb's just covering up, and he can't be complacent in these positions.
He's trying to figure out how to play jiu-jitsu off the bottom. Curtis needs to be smarter and try to pass and not stay in this closed guard position. Got to do something or Scott Huff will ask to start the action. Curtis postures up for a punch.
Caleb, if you're Curtis, how are you looking to pass from this position?
He needs to posture up. He needs to get his hands on Caleb's hips and work
Triangle.
to stand. Triangle. It's backwards, though.
It is backwards. He's out.
Almost.
Curtis is going to ask him to stand. See, that's another thing is Curtis keeps landing these takedowns, and it's so much energy for Caleb to
Oh,
stand
that was a nice
up.
kick.
Caleb just walks forward. He's not afraid of it. See, I would like to see more kicks like that from Caleb and start taking out the legs of Curtis.
Yeah.
Well, Curtis already switched
There it
stance.
is.
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
Yes, those are heavy low leg kicks.
Now he's kind of figured it out. Curtis has to stop that. Look at the winging uppercut.
The Mortal Kombat uppercuts here.
Yeah.
Those are thudding.
Thudding shots you can hear.
That was a punch. He's running.
Those are heavy strikes.
It hurt.
Those are heavy strikes.
Illegal knee.
Illegal knee.
Illegal knee.
The ref didn't see it. He is bleeding.
Caleb is
bleeding from the top of his head.
Okay. He was wincing pretty heavily, but he's turned Curtis. If he breaks out, he should throw it away. He steps.
That illegal knee was heavy. It might not be blood. It might be a braid.
I don't see any color on Caleb's forehead. Step out.
Yeah.
Can't wind up on the kick like that, Caleb.
No, he's got to set it up. Caleb just waits too long to counter. It's the timing. 30 seconds left in round 2.
These are labored strikes coming from Curtis right now.
Big kick. Curtis ate it, and he did not like it.
Caleb needs to take advantage of these labored strikes, create the distance, set these shots up, and take advantage of those low leg kicks. Demolish his quad if he's going to give it to you.
10 seconds left in round 2.
We're just going to hold for position to the end of the round.
We're going to round 3. Both fighters have to be exhausted.
Caleb, if you're Caleb, what do you have to do in this round to get
You
this
have
win?
to come forward and not every time you get into, you're in bad positions, but every time you get yourself into a good position, you step so far back out to reset yourself that now you got to work all the way back in on Curtis's winging uppercuts. So if I'm Caleb, I need to stay at range inside Curtis, keep doing those leg kicks that you were working, and start throwing some punches. He's not behind his jab. He's not throwing his overhand right. You can see it on his face that he's frustrated. He knows he can land these punches, but he's just got to let it go.
Yes.
He feels very tense.
Yeah, get out of your own way, set these shots up, and execute. The fight is there if you want it, but if not, it's going to slip right through your hands. This is the third and final round. Go out here and make a statement. Obviously, you see your opponent has labored breathing. Take advantage of that, execute the low leg kicks, push the pace. You have the cardio.
I feel like at this point in the fight, Caleb could literally land anything he wants, but he's being hesitant, and this is not how Caleb fights.
Curtis is dog-tired. Pow, Chris Arreola had his arms up. I don't know how much Curtis has left. But like we said, Caleb has to throw. And that's the one thing about Curtis, or Caleb last time, is he's so wild on his punches and kicks that he puts himself out of position with a slip or a fall.
Yes.
Caleb has to stand up. This ref does like to let them work, so this will lose Caleb the round.
Agreed.
Yes. If I'm the judge right now, I'm giving this to Curtis 2-0.
There's a good overhand left.
Nice front kick to the body.
Good shot from Curtis. He's going to look for the level change.
Yes.
But he needs the pass there.
The guillotine's not there.
No, Curtis has to posture up. He could lay out the round. I don't think Scott Huff is going to let him do it, but Caleb needs to work to get back to his feet. He can't close up guard. He's got to get his feet on Curtis's hips and push out and away.
Yes, you don't want to settle in this position. You're already down on the scorecards. Give it your all. Go out on your shield. Push off the hips, get up, and make this a war.
Here comes the triangle again.
The arm's out. It's too far out. So the problem with Curtis right now is every time he tries to pass this guard, he's doing it with one hand with his head down.
Yes.
You can't do that. Leaves you open for a triangle, arm bar every time.
Yes.
If you notice, his right hand is tucked underneath Caleb's hips, so he's stuck with an arm in anyway. You can hear Coach Chris Arreola telling Curtis to pass guard. The guard is open, but the problem is Curtis's arm is stuck behind Caleb. Got to watch out for the triangles. Curtis.
That's a mean ground and pound
At this
from Curtis.
point, good push kick by Caleb to keep him off.
He can't stay down like that. Caleb has to stand up. And Curtis is, a little trash talk back and forth here.
Oh, they're getting real turkey.
1 minute left in this fight.
What a fight.
Good kick.
He does look like a young Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
See, the problem with Caleb is he's just trying to mimic Curtis.
Yes.
He needs to get his own game. Start moving forward. You have the power to do something.
Yeah.
But he's just kind of circling and watching. There's the leg kicks that should have been over and over. At that point, triangle.
He's got another arm in. He's out of that triangle.
20 seconds left in the round. He could switch it to an armbar.
He's out.
Compromising position. That's the gamble that you take with shooting for the triangles.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the bout going the distance, we go to the judges' scorecards for your official decision. Judges number 1, 30-27. Judge number 3 scores the bout 30-26. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Curtis Ferguson!
Curtis Ferguson coming away with a win tonight. Even after, like I told Curtis, you got to show Caleb respect. He did not have to take this fight. But Cody, as we've said tonight, fighters fight.
Fighters fight.
So props to Caleb for, even though Curtis missed weight by 2, he still took the fight.
His mom will be proud of him.
Yeah.
And much respect. I mean, Caleb McKnight has a great career in front of him if he starts putting it together. He just turned 18.
Yeah, that's impressive. Again, this is, would he be the second youngest fighter on this card tonight?
Yes.
So that's
Ryder Ramsey, number 1.
Yeah, that's impressive. Like you said, a long career, get back to the gym, tighten some things up, and come back stronger than ever. Impressive showing from both guys. Showing respect in the end. That's what this is about. This is a brotherhood at the end of the day.